Hey guys, Mr. J once again, and I'm coming all the way. What's good, your dick gang? What's good, motherland? This vlog right here, we are going to talking about project structure. Okay, now let's assume that you say you want to get into the music industry in motherland. I mean, after knowing what genre you're gonna go in for, if it's dancehall, if it's afro pop, if it's hip hop, or if it's folklore. Okay. And I don't want to get into the various details of the various kinds of genres of music we have in motherland because it's going to take forever. I mean, but before we do, man, just pause for a minute. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like and the notification. Give us a thumbs up, man. Let us know what you think, okay? Let us know what you think because I would like us to. Let's brainstorm together and let's build something stronger together. Now, ladies and gentlemen, project structure. If you say you want to be an artist, if you wake up and say, hey, I want to do music, I want to do that, you got to understand that everything has a structure. Now, I'm not going to talk about the song structure. And when I talk about structure in terms of an artist, I'm talking about recordings, okay? Now, in music, in the music industry, especially in hip hop, okay? Because I've been reacting most on hip hop is from motherland. I want up and coming artists to understand different things. Now, the question somebody asked me, which led me to do this vlog, was, Mr. J, I am an up and coming artist. I'm not going to tell you guys the country where he's from, so you guys will start speculating. But I want to understand. I see what you're doing. Please, I need some schooling. What's the difference between album, EP, LP, singles? And I'm thinking about putting out my first project. What do you think? First of all, I appreciate you getting back to Mr. J on that and asking Mr. J these things. I feel honored that a whole lot of people contact me to talk about things like this. And if music is something that you decided that you want to get into, by all means, my brother, you can do that, okay? Appreciate you letting me know, but I'm gonna break this down for you like this. You asked about album, EP, singles, and what? Did I miss anything? Okay. Now, first of all, what is an album? When I was growing up, we had albums. Okay. When I was growing up, that's what we grew up with. Oh, he dropped an album. Oh, Eminem, my favorite artist though. Oh, Eminem dropped an album. DMX dropped an album. You know, Jadakiss dropped an album. You know, Dr. Dre dropped an album. Now, an album is a collection of songs put in one release. It could either be a CD, a vinyl, or what? A CD or vinyl, or whatever. But understand that that is an album. An album must have a playtime of at least 25 minutes. At least 25 minutes. But it can go for longer, okay? Longer. And an album sometimes has at least 7 songs. But it can have, I've seen albums back in the day for 18 songs. Eminem was dropping 16, 14 songs easily. I mean, easily. So that's what an album is, okay? A collection of songs, recording, issued in a single item, CD, vinyl, etc., okay? So that's an album. Whichever way you want to look at it, I'm just giving you the information so you can make that decision by yourself. I'm not going to tell you what to do, my brother. I'm not going to tell you, hey, do an album or do that, okay? Now, another thing is this, EP. EP stands for extended play. EP. This generation, nowadays, is what, you know, EP this, EP that. I'm going to drop an EP, I'm going to do this, yes, Mr. J is about to drop a motherland. It's kind of like an EP, but we're going to talk about it. That is not my focus right now. Now, an EP is shorter than an album, okay? An EP usually has at least, at most, 5 to 6 songs. I'm talking about six. Six is stretching. Normally EPs have five songs, and EPs are not supposed to be longer than 25 minutes. Nah, EPs are not supposed to be longer than 25 minutes, because if you say 25 minutes and then you break songs down into, maybe you do 3 minutes long songs, we got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, right? And then in between, that's 5. And if you do the sixth, it's gonna be 18. Now let's say in between you have an intro, you have a skit, okay? Because most people don't do intros and skit nowadays. But yes, it shouldn't be that long, okay? In most part of the globe, man, EPs are called mini albums. In Japan, they call them mini albums, okay? It's difficult. You gonna hear in Japan, people gonna say mini album. They're not gonna say EPs. In some Asian countries, South Korea, mini album, okay? Now, the longest run time for an EP should be nothing more than 30 minutes. So I say it should be at most 25, but I've heard EPs of 30 minutes. Now, you as an up-and-coming artist, now I don't talk about album, and now I've given you EP. I hope you're taking notes. Now you are to decide, okay, my brother, this is not me saying, hey, do this, do that, do this, do that. No. And an EP usually has a promotional sequel. Now, EPs always come with that promotional sequel. What do I mean? Okay, you drop something which is to promote a bigger project. That's what EPs do. Okay? That's what EPs do. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I understand every system of artists in Africa, but from what I've been hearing, a whole lot of up-and-coming artists don't understand project structures. I'm talking about your music project structure. A whole lot of us don't understand that. And the reason is this. An EP, however, though, is cheaper than an album, okay? Yes, it costs less time to make, and it costs less money. You're not going to spend a whole lot of money. Because first of all, if you an album, 7 songs, 7 to 16 songs, that's much money. An EP, 5 to 6 songs, less money. Okay. The third thing is singles. A whole lot of people get it all wrong. A whole lot of artists get it all wrong in Africa when they talk about singles. I've had a whole lot of artists contacting me like, hey, MisterJaay, I'm going to drop a single and I want you to check it out. And I'm like, how many songs? And they go, 1. Isn't a single supposed to be 1 song? No. Most artists, when I was coming up, they always say they dropping a single. And then we used to go on iTunes to download, to buy that ish. Now when you go on iTunes, you see that the single has like 3 songs in it. Actually, a single, in the sense of it, is supposed to usually comes with 3 songs. A single is a project dropped with 3 songs. A whole lot of you be like, what do you mean? Now, singles come with a project of 3 songs, right? 3 songs. You have the a cappella version, you have the remix version, okay, and then you have the live version. That's what used to happen back in the day. Take for example, there is a song I put together, Super Large, my Salon brother, and K-Scheme. There's a song that did We Hot, right? I'm gonna drop that single soon. Yes, I'm going to drop that single soon. I'm still going. I want a full and complete total licensing for the song. I'm going to drop the single soon because we have 2 versions of that song. So that's going to be a single. Okay? So my brother, so I've talked about album, I've talked about EP, and I've just talked about singles, right? And some singles come with acoustic versions of the song. This is just for the listening pleasure of those who really admire. they understand music. They can hear the real version, the normal version, the a cappella version, the acoustic version. Okay, it's just the remix. Okay, back in the day, man, P Diddy, Puff Daddy, he was Puff Daddy, and then he went to P Diddy. Puff Daddy used to do a whole lot of remixes, and people like why he was called the master of remix. The first time I heard of remix was I heard of I Need a Girl, Puff Daddy, Loon, okay, and Usher. It had a remix, right? And then we ain't going nowhere, we ain't going nowhere. Yes, that also had a remix, Bad Boy. So I was like, you see, it gave different angles and different flavor. That could be a single. Now me, and then a single is not supposed to be more than 10 minutes. Yes. Or the acoustic, your single drop is not supposed to be more than 10 minutes. Okay, so we've talked about singles, EP, album. Now, the other, when it comes to project structure, thing that people can do is mixtapes. Yes, mixtapes. I know a whole lot of people might not know what mixtape is, but a whole lot of you probably already know what mixtapes are. But a mixtape is actually a collection of songs used as promotion, propaganda to promote a project. For example, if an artist is about to drop, let's say if tomorrow Lyrical Joe is trying to drop a huge project, he might start appearing on mixtapes, because in New York, mixtapes are those we learn about new artists coming up. I heard of J Mills. If you know hip hop, you should understand J Mills. It's a New York MC. I learned about J Mills from a mixtape. I heard about Papoose on the mixtape. Yes, mixtapes. Back in the day, it was the ish, man. From the Bronx, mixtape was crazy. I mean, and then mixtapes don't need to have original content. No, they don't need to have original content at all. It's just a combination of things. And mixtapes are usually free of charge. It's just showcasing different angles, different talents. Okay, so if some people used to sell mixtapes, I remember I used to work out in Salisbury. I used to work at an engineering company called Harvard Custom Manufacturing, and I used to have this colleague of mine, Thomas Bala. We played basketball at Wahai, man, Wakomiko Senior High School, and he always had a friend selling mixtapes. Every week we had a new mixtape. I'm talking about from New York, DC, Baltimore, Delaware. Always had a new mixtape, and you would listen to artists that you would not hear mainstream. That is mixtape, bro. You dig? And mixtapes always had collabos. This artist working with that artist. The concept of collaboration actually came from mixtapes. Remixes. The concept of remix in the industry actually came from mixtapes. The real DJs know. Shout out to my man DJ New York. Now me, and they used to have on mixtapes tracks that an artist could not get on their project to release. They put it on the mixtape. Now I mean, so bro, I have given you album, EP, singles, and mixtape. The last thing I'm gonna tell you is this: live shows. Now with the coronavirus now everywhere, man, artists across the globe, they are doing live shows, live session. These also are sessions where the music is played by a band and you record in the mic, and there's some taping going on because of the restriction of flying across the globe, going to crowded places, and the risk of the virus spreading. So you can have all these to the structure, because some artists, for example, Bob Marley played Redemption song live after he recovered from being shot. I mean, so live session has not been, it's not something new to the industry, but it's just that it's being used now more because of the virus situation. I hope I give you content right there, man. And the brother asked me, send me an email, let me know exactly if this helped you. Know what I mean? I love you. You did good, Motherland. I hope I give you guys value to this stuff. Every Sunday I try to keep it just for these kind of reactions, okay? These kind of blogging. Be good, be nice, man. Give us a thumbs up if you like what I said. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like and the notification, and yo, keep your head up, man. I hope you have a great week coming up starting tomorrow. I know it's late out there, but hey, Mr. J always comes through regardless. Alright? Be good, be nice. Peace out.